Hi, this is Jen from Springboard Pilates, and I'm here to do a short mat workout with you that's meant to be gentle and meant to be safe for pregnancy. I myself am 32 weeks pregnant. I welcome you to try these exercises. Please be aware that you should check with your physician before you start any new form of exercise, and if anything bothers you or hurts at all along the way, that you'll stop. So this is basically Pilates mat, and we'll start with a variation on the 100, gently rolling yourself down into the mat. Your head could be flat down onto the mat, your arms by your side, feet are either together or hips distance apart. And we'll start with an upper ab curl, hands behind the head, palm over palm at the base of the skull. The elbows will come off the floor slightly, and you'll have some pressure of the head back into the hands. You'll take a nice in-breath and lengthen through your spine. And exhale as you draw your lower abdominals in and curl your upper abs up. Your head is still pressed back into your hands. Inhale as you lower and hover your body just above the mat. And exhale as you come up. You're trying not to move the pelvis at all, so there's relative pelvic stability. And you're really just working the lower abdominals to help you find some levitation in your rib cage and in your upper body. If you feel any pressure in your neck at all, you'll just bring your head down onto a ball or a block or a set of rolled towels. Let's do 2 more. Inhale and exhale. And then roll all the way down into the mat. Bring your arms by your side, and we'll start some 100 pumping. Inhale as you lift your head and shoulders off the mat and hover your arms to about hip height. You inhale as you pump your arms by your side for a count of 5, and exhale for a count of 5. You want to in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing full deep breaths. If you'd like to challenge yourself here, you could float one leg off the mat and then the other, just making sure you balance yourself from side to side. If you're finding your neck's getting tired, you could take one hand behind your head and continue to pump in with the other, or switch. You can also do a full set with the knees into the chest and the legs straight up to the ceiling. Let's do one more. In and exhale, and then bend your knees into your chest, lower your head down. You can rock yourself up to seated, or you can just roll to one side and press yourself up. Once you come up to the seated position, we'll do a half roll back. For me, because of my pregnant belly, I'm going to come a little bit wider with my feet, but you may choose to have your legs together. Hands will rest lightly behind your thighs, elbows wide. You're trying not to sink down into your spine, but you're also not trying to have a flat back when you come up. You're trying to find a natural C curve from the top of your head to your tail, leaving space for your abdominals in the front. So you're always carving out through the front of the body while lengthening and opening up the back side of the body. Inhale as you curl your pelvis slightly under you to start to roll your spine down and across the mat. You'll stop when your arms are about straight. You want to make sure you're not overreaching with your arm, but that you do have a connection of your upper arms into your back. You'll take a breath in, and then exhale, scoop through your belly, bend your elbows, and curl your spine back up. Remember, we're not coming up to a flat back. We're staying with the C curve the entire time. Inhale as you go back in space, and exhale as you curl your spine forward. So it might feel more just like a rocking or a rolling, gentle moving through the pelvis, and less of an upper body opening or closing. Let's do 2 more. In and exhale, and last time, in and exhale. You can also challenge this by keeping your arms hovered around parallel to the floor, making sure you're bringing your arm bones back with you and not leaving them forward. And exhale. Helpful to have your gaze down at your belly so you can see when your abdominals begin to pop out. One more like this. And exhale. Then you're going to roll your spine all the way down into the mat. You may need a little help here with your hands. And lengthen your spine across the mat, 4 single leg circles. Draw your right knee into your chest or out towards your shoulder. And then take your right leg up towards the sky. Point through the toe, flex through the foot. Do that a couple of times. Just trying to open up through the leg muscles, ankle joints, and then you'll roll the ankle and reverse. And then there's a slight turnout in the leg. Your arms start to press by your side as if they were still doing the 100. Inhale, the leg moves across your body, and exhale, it circles around. We'll do 5 total. Inhale across, exhale, and 2, exhale, and 1. Exhale, you reverse for 5. Exhale, in, exhale, and 3. Exhale, 2, and 1. Hug that knee into your chest and switch sides. Bottom leg is lengthening, pressing down into the mat in opposition of the leg that's hugging in. Take the left leg up to the sky, point through the toe, flex through the foot. Really feeling some great movement across the foot and into the toes, rolling the ankle, waking up. Just getting energy to start to be able to travel all the way through your leg, and then leave the toe pointed, turn the leg out, arms pressed by the side, inhale across, exhale, in, exhale. A bigger movement for this exercise would be to gently lift that left hip up off of the floor as the leg goes, but it's not a requirement. You reverse for 5. You can keep these circles very small, or you can make them quite large. You just want to make sure that your leg stays connected to your belly. Last one. And hug that knee into your chest. Press yourself all the way up to seated for rolling like a ball. Scoot your hips towards your heels. Grab a hold of your ankles. Again, for me, I'm taking my knees pretty wide here to create space for the baby. But for you, you may decide to have your knees more hips distance apart. Important thing is to have your elbows wide and that C curve of your spine. If you're collapsed, it's going to be really difficult to breathe. If you're sitting upright, it's going to be really difficult to roll. So let's find a nice round spine as if you were inside of a stability ball. You'll inhale as you go back and exhale, come up and balance. Try to stay just behind the sits bones. You see how my toes kind of touch the floor there? So I rock too far forward. I'm going to try to use more abdominals for the next one. Inhale and exhale. In and exhale. I'm just going to do 2 more. And last time. I'm going to stay up here and balance for a moment just to kind of challenge myself at that tipping point. And then place the feet down onto the floor. I'm going to take the legs out, mat distance apart, to do a little spine stretch forward. Let's scoot back here so you can see that the feet are flexed and the toes are curling back to me. I want to feel like I am sitting up tall, right up on my sits bones, getting as much length through the waist as I can, the rib cage lifting off of the pelvis. The arms will either float up by the ears, as long as you're not overreaching and hunching through the shoulders. The other option is to have the hands stacked behind the head, like in the upper ab curl, or palms to the belly can be really nice. So I'm going to go with the arms up. Inhale as the spine lengthens, and exhale as I curl forward. Trying to keep a beautiful, uniform shape of the spine, not bending forward. It's not a hamstring stretch, it's a spine stretch. So I'm trying to keep a gentle scoop up, in and up of the abdominals as my spine bends over. Inhale brings me all the way back up, and exhale, curling the spine forward. You can imagine a giant beach ball in front of your belly, then that could help you here. In and deep exhale, all the air coming out, squeezing through your middle, and last one, in and exhale. Inhale the arms all the way up, take your arms by your side, and just bring the soles of your feet together and start to stretch out over your legs. So here's just a release for those hip flexors. Sometimes they can be pretty tight, especially if the hamstrings are tight. So it's nice to open those legs back up after spine stretch. We're going to finish up with a gentle twist, lifting your spine up, You can keep your feet like this, or you could sit cross-legged. I'm going to choose the variation with the soles of the feet together. That left hand will reach for my right ankle, and the right hand will just come behind me. I'm trying to sit the spine up evenly, not collapse through the front while the back side lengthens, but keep the front side as long as the back. Take a breath in, and then exhale as I gently twist the shoulders back, twist through the upper ribs, and gaze past the back shoulder. Take another breath here, and then exhale back to center. This type of twisting is not squishing the baby. Inhale as the spine lifts and lengthens, and exhale as I twist. It's more above where the baby's located, so I'm really trying to stretch through those tighter rib cage muscles. Take another breath in, exhale, look over the back shoulder. Inhale, and exhale back to center. Legs can come together, straighten the legs out, shake them out. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you got a little bit of something out of this short routine. And come visit us at springboardpilates.com. Thanks so much. Take care.